the world keeps throwing a wrench in life, everything you do, you have to make smart decisions and smart business decisions. And so when you navigate through your world, your corner of the world, I would suggest you do exactly that. Make smart decisions in regards to your lifestyle. You have to think with your brain, not so much with your heart. And especially when you make agreements and you sign contracts and you agree to certain parameters in that contract. Because if you violate such rules that the team, organizations, or whatever business that you or employer that you work for, you have to accept the ramifications of that violation. You know, in the case of Udoka, it's very clear based on the Boston Celtics that a violation or fraternizing with female staff as far as getting into a relationship, personal relationship, a consensual relationship, is frowned upon. Now, I'm not here to judge, as far as a person's feelings and desires, but you can make a judgment based on a person of such stature as a coach of a basketball, high profile basketball team, organization such as the Boston Celtics. And when you get caught up in these messy situations and you agreed to, or when you signed your contract, you agreed to the terms and policies, team policies, rules, and such. It's kind of hard to defend you when you blatantly break those rules, regardless of uh, whatever human human feelings you might have. Yes, they're people do have relationships at work, in their workplace. That goes on all the time. But when you have rules in place and you take on that job and you read the employee manual, policies, and you engage in such activities to circumvent or whatever you do just for your desires, then when they lower the boom on you and you have to deal with the ramifications of that decision you made. Life is not always fair. The human heart, and we are human beings. We have attractions. Like I said, you see people every day. You might work with colleagues, and female or whatever. You just have to be smart. And the best thing to do is just honor your contract and honor that agreement, regardless how you feel. Or you can resign from that position and go from there. But when when people, when your relationship or whatever get exposed, And it's at a level where it can be very complicated and, again, messy, and we don't know if that relationship is affecting other relationships or what have you. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. There's a lot of speculation. There's people that say they have information in regards to that, and a lot of people, certain individuals, said they have backed off their initial, stance on what they felt based on the information that they got, the briefings that they have, and so it is what it is. And when it's all said and done, you just have to accept the outcome. But he won't be the first. He won't be the last to, unfortunately, get caught up in situations. So it's complicated, but it's very clear. The rules are the rules, and we all have to abide by our rules and parameters that, we work certain jobs or we have businesses, and we set out a certain standard of rules that, there's just no, without fail, you have to abide by the rules. And when you do not do that, when you get exposed for not abiding by those rules, then you have to get dealt with. I mean, he has his job for now. He is suspended for 1 year for the upcoming season. So whether he get reinstated after that remains to be seen. But like I said, it's a messy situation. But when you're a leader of men and you're leading an organization, a sports team, and you have team rules, and you have a player that might have violated some team rules, whatever it might be, how can you, as a coach, discipline that team member when you yourself has violated some rules within the company and the team, the organization, overall organization that's clearly defined, but you dismissed it for your own personal gain? So it's hard for a player to say, "Oh, how can you? Come on, man, you disciplined me on something so minor that you." So it has to be some parameters and lines drawn. So we have what we have. I wish all parties involved, I wish them good mental health in dealing with this situation. I wish them nothing but the best. It's a private issue that they will get through, whoever's involved and whoever is affected. But it's a hot button issue, man, in the climate of you have, coming off it, like in football, you had the Deshaun Watson situation. And so you have this. So I can understand rules. Everybody just need to play their position. And look, man, if again, when it comes to the heart and attraction, I get it, but this is just a situation you find yourself in when you decide to go through that threshold, and you just got to deal with the situation as it is. So it is what it is. Thank you for checking in and tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.